Not where. I,
There we are. We're live. Yay! So, welcome, Vicente.
Hello, Diana.
Hey, where are you coming in from?
I'm from Gran Canaria, the Canary Islands, at the very, very south of Spain, very close to the African coast, the Canary Islands. So, but we are Spanish conquests, so yeah, Spain, Canary Islands.
Wow. And so, yeah, just off the African coast, and you have so many influences of different types of music.
Indeed, indeed. Yes, we do. We do. We have been always like a bridge between Spain, South America, being very close to Africa, and even the Aboriginal people who used to live here before, they said they came also from Africa a long time ago. So we have a big mixture of also from Spain, from Europe. So we have such a big mixture in our culture, in the music too. So it's nice.
Wow. And then in your music, you also cover a very wide range of influences. You're mostly in early music, medieval and Renaissance. And
yes. Yeah, I do. Now I'm focusing more in the early music style. I focus more on the medieval and the early Irish and Scottish harp too, and the Renaissance. But before that, I did a lot of kind of music. I took the harp in my early 20s, but before that, I played the guitar, studied guitar. I was very interested on ethnic music, world music from different cultures, South America, Africa. I did percussion, I did play flutes too, South American flutes, charango. So when I took the harp, I did have already a background in such a different music, So I think it's now I'm composing now since later period. So I think it now shows up all that influences, all my path in the music. I think it's something like coming out from my inner path, It's like by itself, something alive. So yeah, I love it. I really think this kind of mixture, yeah.
I love it. We already have some people coming in. Tanya's saying hi from South Africa. Welcome everybody. Yeah, in the comments, let us know where you're coming in from. We've got Janice coming in from Wisconsin. So it's very cool, isn't it? How we can all connect like this.
Yeah, it's a great thing.
Yeah. I'm so pleased that you're going to be presenting at Virtual Harp Summit 3. I was so glad to find your work through Jillian Ladash, my amazing community manager, amazing harpist and singer in her own right. She showed me your YouTube channel, which I recommend everybody go and check that out, please. Wonderful, wonderful channel full of your music so they can get to know you more. And our particular focus on Virtual Harp Summit 3 this time is arranging, improvising, and composing. And you are actually talking about using historical bass lines for improvisation. So could you tell us a little bit what historical bass lines are?
Well, there are many different kinds of through historical music, but I was very interested, very attracted by the ostinato basses, which are like a circular, harmony patterns, like give shapes to some early music, Renaissance and Baroque period, like like Chacona or ostinato, basses. And we have many of them, many samples of them from the folia, even the canaries, Pasacalla, Chacona. We have many, which actually the composers used to compose these pieces, and after play as such a big improvisations and very virtuosic improvisations, and variations over these ostinato bases. So yeah. I think it's a good way because the bases are not very complex either at the very first stage, so it gives us room to give us space to play around with these bases. We can change the tempo, we can, So I use it in my composition. In some of them I have been using, and in the compositions, although they are fixed music already because I did compose that, I always like to leave bits where when I play every time something alive, keep alive, so I can do some improvisation. So I use those bases, the chacona or the canarios, just to if I want to be free, in that space, so it can be improvised. So I think it's a good starting point, and it's very beautiful music, very beautiful harmony. So yeah, we will be looking at that in the course, no? So
yeah,
it's a good.
yeah.
Hey, see.
Cindy. And we have Richard coming in from Ontario, Canada. Welcome. Linda coming in from England. Sally from Wisconsin. And Jennifer from Central Oregon. So you can see, we're a big community here. And I'm so pleased that you're part of our community now too. Yeah. So again, let me show your website in a way. I mean, this is kind of your website, where people can see over 100 videos of your music playing. Again, a lot of that is based around historical harp, and your particular workshop that you're sharing with us, and then you give a beautiful house concert demonstrating these concepts, is using these historical bass lines. So historical meaning older bass lines are a repeating pattern that people can then improvise on top. And some of them are literally, just 4 notes long. So there's one that you show where in your bass, I'll put it on my right hand now, but you're playing literally just A, then G, F, E. That's it. And then you improvise on top of that. So you spell that out really beautifully. So it's like just one note. I'm not even going to look at what I'm playing. It's that easy. But because the bass line has so much power to it, it can really hold. It can be a foundation for an entire improvisation, whether you're a beginner or really accomplished.
Yes, I mean, it works for all levels, I think. And we can play around with the tempo. We don't have to play historically, We can take that from our past and do it as a present music. We can do after mix it with other styles or whatever. So, but it's a beautiful music. It's a very early music. It has a very different, delicate taste, with a very different spirit, that I like that. So it's good to bring that to our days.
There's a lot, encoded in that music. There's a lot of wisdom, history, much more than 4 notes is in that, I think. Yeah. And you're right that it also crosses over to different genres, because I was showing La Folia to one of my piano students, and she started playing it. This was a couple of weeks ago, and she said, "Oh, this is reminding me of a lot of pop songs." And I was like, yes, some of them do use that chord progression, and so the way she was interpreting more was along pop lines. But, she was also having a lot of fun reading about the history of La Folia, which is like, from the 1600s. And yeah. So, Zephyr is saying, YouTube is where I learned about Vicente's work.
Right.
Yeah. And it's how I recognize his name. I'm grateful for the music and background provided through his channel. And he's in the San Francisco Bay Area. Yeah, welcome, Zephyr. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
And Nell is saying she loves your improv on YouTube. Can't wait to see you on Virtual Harp Summit. Yes. So you're giving a beautiful workshop, also a wonderful house concert. So. Yeah, and Masayo's coming in. Hello, Masayo, great to see you. So, people, now is your opportunity. Vicente is live with you, all the way from the Canary Islands. If you have any questions, please ask him now, because we won't be on very long. So now's your chance. And again, be sure to register for a Virtual Harp Summit to get your free ticket. That is the website where you go, virtualharpsummit.com, and you get your free ticket. We are free September 14th to the 21st. And of course, you can always upgrade to Keep Watching, which I highly, highly recommend, because we're going to have over 40 hours of material from 25 presenters from all over the world. If you were to go and try and take a private lesson with each of those, it would add up. You'd be traveling for a year and having a great year, though, that's for sure. And while people are thinking about their questions for you, they can actually go and study with you live, coming up at the Medieval Music at the Dales Festival happening in Yorkshire in England, September 7th through 10th.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's right.
And what will you be teaching there?
Yeah, that is very specific to medieval music, and this year the topic will be medieval music in Spain. So that's the Cantigas Santa Maria, Cantigas of Amigo, Martin Codas, Libre Montserrat, Sephardic music too. So it will be about that topic. So
I want to go! You're torturing me. Are you serious?
So yes, that's the topic. And it's in the lovely medieval castle, it's very good. So it's nice. I will be also doing some workshop about building up for the harp, for the medieval harp, in this case, little harps, building up the arrangements, ideas, concepts, bass lines, drums, different, also imitating from medieval, even from Arabic instruments like the qanun and everything, giving effects of borrowing ideas from different medieval instruments too. So we'll be working on that, on a few cantigas, and that's concerts, and looking forward for that.
Definitely. Wow. Yeah. So Masaya is asking, can even a beginner improvise in your style?
In my style.
So using your historical bass lines, could a beginner?
Yes. Of course. I mean, as you did at the very beginning, just playing four notes on the bass, or even two notes, like A minor and G, and there keep the pattern and read them very slow, and then just if the harp is in tune, it will be sound good, and just try to do some very basic chords and just a few intervals, to go and just get a rhythm or very free, even at the beginning, just one note and play some notes. But I think it's very, actually, if I have friends that they don't play the harp, and sometimes they sit on the harp, and they don't know any music, and they start to play, and it's a kind of improvisation, Also getting fixed, what you do if you like, try to memorize and to repeat it again, to create after maybe to give shape a little song or whatever, But I think everyone is free to do it. Improvisation is free music, so doesn't matter the level. The more level, maybe the more ideas you have, the more things. But at the very beginning, just be confident with yourself, and play music for the spirits, for yourself, and just enjoy, very important, enjoy what you're doing all the time. Enjoy, because it's not hard work. It's a very good time to be with us with music. So
beautiful. Zephyr is asking, Vicente, how did you become interested in Celtic music of the medieval and Renaissance periods? And then he has another question. I'm aware of the Celtic influences in the Galicia area in Spain in a general way.
Yes. Well, the first question, how came, when I took the harp at the beginning, I took the Paraguayan harp, and then I went to the conservatory to study a little pedal, and I didn't realize myself that I didn't like music from the 19th century. I like music from before. I mean, I like music from the 19th century, a lot of very good music, but for me it was more down to the medieval, to the Renaissance, and so I started to study that. I went to Scoil Clasher in Ireland. There was wonderful teachers in there. So I met the early Clasher, white string harp, and I fell in love with that, So I started to study. So go ahead.
One of our presenters for this virtual harp summit is Siobhan Armstrong, who you.
Oh, great! Yes, excellent.
arranging for the early Irish harp, and she brings out her different harps. She brings out her wire strung, and she brings out the big reproduction Hempsey harp. Oh.
Wow! Yeah, the donkey harp. Yeah, nice, excellent. That would be great to see. So yeah, and then again, all the north of Spain, Galicia, Cantabria, have been influenced by Spain. Even if you hear the music, the traditional music, because I think the traditional music of everywhere show us very much the music from the past and the music from the present is very present. So Galician music and Cantabria music and from Asturias, for me, has the more beautiful folk music in the whole Spanish country, for me. But, it's very Celtic. They have bagpipes too, so it's very linked to the Breton, to Catalonia, France, so all the north is a very Celtic influence too. So,
yeah.
But I am at the very south, anyway.
Yes, actually, yeah, you're just off the coast of Africa, yeah.
Yeah.
In the olden days, the water was really the freeway. So although nowadays it may seem like Spain and Ireland are far apart, in fact, in the olden days, they were really easily connected by water. And there was a huge amount of travel between the cultures, and in fact, so much mixing that it's hard to say, what's Irish or what's Spanish. These are later ideas,
Yes,
so, and we hear it in the music. Yeah. So Laurel is saying, I love the cantigas. Would so love to learn to play them on the harp. Yep, and you can, Laurel. They're perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, is she mentioning the ones by Alfonso X?
Alfonso Simulsabio, yeah. Alfonso the Wise.
Alfonso the Wise. Yeah, gorgeous. Those cantigas work absolutely perfectly. And Laurel, there's a recording that I did with a group called Kipka, and Cantigas de Amigos?
Cantigas de Amigos de Martin Kodaks, from Galicia, actually. Yes.
Yeah. And I was playing on some of that, and then another harpist is playing on a lot of the songs. So you'll be able to hear them there.
Great.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Jennifer is asking, for your style, what would be your chord progression for a beginner? And actually, I think you did previously answer this, where you said it could just be 2 chords. Literally, yes. A minor, G.
A minor and working perfect, yes. I was going to say that, yes.
Yeah. So you said that a little earlier. And in fact, you were even saying one note. It could be A, and then G, and then answering.
Exactly. Very medieval.
Yeah, right? Just one note. Or it could be the full triad. So we've got A minor. It could be split up. It could go that way, whatever. And then G. So literally that, Jennifer. Yeah. Cool stuff. Wonderful. Okay, so everybody, again, I really highly encourage you to visit Vicente's YouTube channel and share that channel, actually, with other harpists that you think would love his work. I was very grateful to Gillian for finding Vicente for me. So it's by word of mouth oftentimes that we get to meet our influences and meet people who inspire us. So do spread the word, everybody. Remember that you can register for Virtual Harp Summit at our website, virtualharpsummit.com. You do need to register in order to attend. It's free from September 14th to the 21st. And Vicente will be giving an amazing presentation on historical harp bass lines, and then also a wonderful house concert. So you'll definitely want to enjoy both of those. So if you have any more questions, now is your very last time. Jennifer, thank you. Love your music. It's fun, right? To meet your inspirations in person.
Yes, it's very nice.
Yeah. So thank you again, Vicente, for coming in all the way from the Canary Islands. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to people enjoying your workshop, putting all your great ideas to great use and feeling like they can improvise if they're just starting out, or getting new improvisation ideas if they are already used to improvising. So there's a lot for people to get out of all this. Tracy is saying hello from England, I know. So yeah. Well, thank you again, Vicente.
Thank you, Elena. It's a pleasure, to be here and to help others and to share this community with others. I learn a lot from other people too. That's I mean, it's a reciprocal thing. It's not only people who presents, but I mean, we can learn from the very beginner to the most advanced. So that's the good thing. I think to share our. And this is a great opportunity, because otherwise we won't be able to do it, without this. We need to travel the world around in search of the harpers,
Yeah.
Great, but for the moment, this is great.
Yeah. And we can just really accelerate our learning, our inspiration, because now we can connect like this. So it's a beautiful thing. Yeah. And Zephyr's saying, thank you so much for sharing your work on YouTube, making it accessible to anyone online. It's a great gift.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's so nice. Thank you, Zephyr, for sharing that, because I think sometimes when we're in the midst of going through YouTube and enjoying videos, we'll just watch them one after the other. We don't stop and say, oh, thanks for posting that. And we really do feel it. But sometimes
Oh.
hey guys, I died off. Whoops, sorry guys.